Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm very sorry for being late again. I do apologize. Um, yes. So, this is the King Charles III edition. Now, yesterday was a lot. Yesterday was very tragic, very sad. I have wine this time because I figure I'm going to need it. After yesterday's reading on Princess Kate, I I felt down for quite a while afterwards because it was so sad. And what I didn't say yesterday was the feeling of being in a golden cage. The cage might be golden, the bars might be made of gold, but a cage is a cage is a cage. And then today, in the news, in the Daily Mail, they're talking about Kate being feeling caged. Very, very, very sad. And I did think about it for a while. When you're with someone who likes to get with everybody else, what would make you say no more? As a woman who likes men, has loved men, there are risks when you're with someone who is with other people. And I do feel that the main risks here, and I could be wrong because this is all for entertainment purposes only. I'm just this crazy woman who talks on YouTube. But there are two main risks when your partner, when your love, when your husband is intimate with other people, not just one other person, but a number of other people. And one of the risks is suddenly a new person enters the world, and another risk can be something you might need to see the doctor about. I think it was made very clear to Kate that there will be no more children, and I think that it would be very painful to her to hear that somebody else might be. I'm going to stop there. Now, I don't want this reading to continue to be about Kate. This is Charles's reading. And Charles, Your Majesty, deserves a reading all of his own. So tonight I'm going to do that reading. And I wish you good health, Your Majesty. I hope you get through this hale and hearty. Just talking about Kate, I needed a drink, man, because this is some heavy shit. I'm just saying, heavy shit. Okay, right. let me crack on with the reading. Now, I have to confess, I have no idea. This is my selenite. Those who know. That's what I'm going to say. Right. I have to confess that I haven't really looked at any of the reports in regards to Charles's diagnosis today in the last 24 hours. I haven't really looked, but I have heard briefly that he was that the cancer was caught early, and and he's doing okay, and all of that good stuff, and he's in good spirits and everything. So I heard that. However, there are some questions to be asked. Oh, hello, darling. Marina. Oh, girl. Marie knows already. Oh, hello, darling. Hello, Brett. Hello, Marie. Yes, my dears. Why, me tell you. Why, I don't even know. Me a thing to tell you. Not about Charles, mind you. I have some other things to tell them. You will find out what I'm talking about when I myself go on Brett's channel in the next few days. We're going to be doing some videos on psychic attack. I'm just saying. Another reason why I needed the wine. So anyway, let me carry on with the reading. Okay. So for tonight's reading, I will be using Caroline Miss archetype cards. This is a fantastic deck of cards. First saw this deck of cards being used by Tracy Brown. Yes, she was my mentor, and I wish her well. I will say no more about that. Very gifted psychic. Yes, and for the tarot deck, I am using the Game of Thrones tarot, which is very apropos if we're talking about the royal family, because thrones. Oracle deck, Sacred Destiny Oracle. Fantastic deck, really beautiful. And the other Oracle deck I will be using, oh yes, the Oracle of Ascendance. I'll tell you which cards are which. Okay. So before I go any further into the reading, I'm about to start shuffling the cards. I'm going to put up a prayer. Ooh. Mother, Father, God in heaven, Lord Yeshua, your divine emanation, I ask, please assist with this reading for my spirit guides, guardian angels, and the ancestors. Please assist me with this reading. Please tell me what you would like for me to say. Please show me what you would like for me to see and convey. And for those ancestors and spirit guides that come in to give assistance to this reading, I thank you for your help and appreciation. And I ask you, once this reading is done, to leave with my thanks and gratitude. So only my familial spirits remain. In Lord Yeshua's name I pray and I give thanks. I ask that my energy be protected. I ask that the energy of those who are watching is protected. And I ask that my space be protected. In Lord Yeshua's name I pray. Amen, amen, amen. Okay, what am I getting? Right, number one, I haven't asked what the question is yet. Now, many people might feel drawn to ask whether Prince Charles, sorry, I keep on saying Prince Charles, he's been a prince most of my life. So, no offense to the king. Um, and as I think I explained yesterday, my family is very pro royal, even though I'm not particularly pro royal. I'm also not anti royal either. Um, haven't yet come to the conclusion of what question to ask. So, the first question I want to ask is there any particular reason why all these things are happening to the royal family now? Now, Kate has been unwell. Charles is currently unwell. Camilla is not feeling tickety boo either. I think Fergie's recently come down with a cancer diagnosis as well. And Edward, Prince Edward, isn't doing too great either. So there's all of these things happening to the royal family right now. And the question really is, why is it happening now? Why is it happening now? Why now? Why now? Why now? Why now? Now, normally I would spread these out on my desk, but because I want to show you that I am not just picking cards that I can see, I'm not picking cards I can see. I never pick cards I can see. If I keep on picking cards I can see, how can I give you a reading? That's me just making stuff up, which some people would say I'm making stuff up anyway, which is perfectly acceptable if that's what they believe and that's how they feel. You know, I can't argue with your feelings, they belong to you just as mine belong to me. Anywho, oh, I think I'm being drawn over here and I'm going to pick this one. I have no idea what this card is. Oops. And I will look at that in a bit. Let me just pick up those over there. Unfortunately, I am not minted, so I don't have like a fantastic camera setup and a fantastic microphone setup and everything. Otherwise, I would have a camera on the desk so you could see me pull the cards. So that reading is, why is that happening to the royal family? Underneath it, I want to take some archetype cards to find out, why is all this happening to the royal family right now at this moment in time? That one tells me a lot, but these tell me a lot too. What are the overarching themes that we're going to be seeing going forward with the royal family in regards to their health? Is the royal family as a unit still a healthy entity moving forward into the future? Is the royal family still viable or is it not? Now, as you can see, I'm doing the same thing again because I am picking cards and I think this card wants to come out. I have no idea what it is. As you can see, oh, let's have a look. Yes, that one. I pick my cards a lot of the time by heat. What feels warm? This one feels warm. Okay, I think this one. Right. So, no idea what those cards are. So those are the overarching themes. Now, okay, moving forward with Prince Charles. Sorry, King Charles. My apologies, Your Majesty. Moving forward with King Charles. Oh, crumbs. I'm saying it again. Moving forward with King Charles. Okay. How is his illness going to affect the royal family going forward? That's a good question, I think, to ask. Okay. How is... All right. I was going to ask you for suggestions, which I probably should, considering you've taken the time to tune in. But, oh, this card wants to come out. Okay. Let's see. How is the royal family handling? Okay, Prince Charles is... Oh, gosh, we've got things jumping out of the deck tonight, haven't we? Oh, crumbs. Look at that. Look at that. Right. Oh, oopsie daisy. Oh. Right. Okay, how is the royal family going to manage? How is it going to affect them going forward with Prince Charles's illness? How is that going to be affect the royal family moving forward? Right. Okay, how's it going to affect them moving forward? Okay. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I do not know any of the people I have mentioned personally. I have never met them. So I am totally clueless. I mean, it could all be strangely, weirdly, intuitively spot on, but it could also be a complete load of cobblers. I'm just going to go with what Spirit tells me to. Okay, I'm going to take that card as well, and that card, and I think maybe that card. Let's see how many cards there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that one, no, I want that card there. That card there. Okay, it's 9. And I'm going to take the one from the bottom. Nope. Yes, it is the one from the bottom. 10. Okay. Let's have a look-see. Right. So I believe I asked originally, why is this happening to the royal family right now? Oh, first card. Can you see that? Yesod. Sephiroth. I have no idea what that means. I'm going to have a look in my little book. Okay. And all right. So we're going to have a look at that one. Now, for the archetypes, what is the thing? What is the thing? Oh, maybe I should do it that way. All right. This is how they came out of the deck. We have warrior. I think this is clearly a shadow attribute because it came out. Trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. Indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. That's the archetype. Second card. What's this one? Father. Father. Talent for creating and supporting life. That's a light attribute. Positive guiding light within a tribal unit. That's the light attribute. The shadow attribute. Dictatorial control and abuse of authority. Victim. You can see I wasn't looking at the cards. I was just putting them out in front of you. You saw the card before I saw the card. I'm just saying. You saw it before I saw it. Victim, the light attribute, prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. The shadow attribute, playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity. Inability to maintain personal boundaries. Oh, crumbs. We're not going back to Kate again, are we? Bloody hell. Okay. I asked, why is this hitting the royal family at this moment in time? Let me consult the Oracle of Ascendants. Okay. So we have Sephiroth, Yesod. That is number 35. Okay. Page 35. Yesod, keyword foundation, is the ninth sphere and balances Netzach and Hod. It is the base of the middle pillar of the tree of life. Yesod rules the realm of cycles and movement, governing things such as time, moon phases, seasons, tidal flows, and reproductive cycles. It also governs the unconscious mind and emotions. It can be viewed as a sort of grand machinery that powers the ordered, cyclical functions of the universe. When Yesod appears in your reading, you are asked to balance yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically. Only from this space of balance can you provide yourself with the new and necessary insight to help you achieve and overcome your obstacles. Have your personal cycles fallen out of sync? While nothing can remain constant forever, the stabilizing and grounding foundational energies of Yesod can help you to reorder and rebalance your life. So we are talking about the foundations here. The foundations are off kilter. The foundations are off kilter. They are not balanced. The cycle, the cyclical functions of the universe, the cyclical nature of time, seasons, reproductive cycles, energetically. There is something to do with the energetic, the foundations that's off. You know, when you're building a foundation, you're building a building. 4 is a great number because 4 is a number of building and foundations. 4 corners. That's your foundation. But if one corner, if one edge is off and not in perfect alignment with the others, if you don't have those straight lines, if you have 3 straight lines and then one is kind of off, askew, it makes what you've built on top of it less stable. I'm going to get back to that later because it's important. I'm going to see what else the cards have to say. Now, I asked about what the overarching themes we were going to see going forward would be with the royal family. And I got warrior, but I got the shadow aspect of warrior. Most of my cards tend to be upright. If I get a card and it's reversed, then it's reversed for a very good reason. Trading the ethical principles of victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering of others. Someone has been indifferent to the suffering of others. All they cared about doing was winning. And they didn't care how they did it because they did it in a dirty way. Going forward, going forward, things are going to get very nasty. Things are going to get very nasty behind closed doors for this family, unfortunately. They're going to be so obsessed with winning and beating each other that they won't really care how they're hurting one another. Father, that's the middle card. I don't really think I really need to go too much into this except to say that if we're looking at this family going forward, it's very clear to me that leadership is a big theme here. Leadership is a big theme here. And the importance of guidance for the tribal unit. This is the king. But there's also something here about abuse of authority. I'm not accusing the king of abusing his authority. That's what the warrior is doing. The warrior is abusing his authority and his position and hurting people without thought. Oh, crumbs. And now we get to this card, victim. I think it's fair to say that this is bookended. You have the warrior here, and you have the victim here, and then you have the father in the middle. Okay. If you watched yesterday's reading, you will know who the victim card pertains to. All right, let me get off that because that's not what this reading is about. This reading is about King Charles III, and we're going to focus on King Charles, which is a much nicer, easier energy. I think I said yesterday that if I was a bit more cheerful today, that The king would pull out of whatever was going on and he would be fine. That he would be doing pretty well going forward. So let's look at the tarot and see what it has to say. Oh, how appropriate. The Three of Cups. Crossed by the Empress. Okay, so I said, what is it going to be going forward? How is he going to move going forward? How does his oh how does his illness affect the royal family going forward? Well, isn't that an interesting card to get? The Three of Cups. The Three of Cups influencing the royal family going forward, crossed by the Empress. Oh dear, here we go again. Another page, a page of coins. That's at the base of the reading. The Six of Coins is in the past. Crowning the reading, however, is the Queen of Spears. Okay. And in the immediate future, we have the Ten of Coins. So, let's look at that. I asked the question, going forward, how does Prince Charles's illness affect the royal family moving forward, moving into the future? Oh, crumbs. Well, there's some cards there I wasn't expecting to see. Maybe that's why King Charles, apologies, Your Majesty, maybe that's why King Charles is feeling so chipper. It would appear to be not bad. I mean, not a problem, not even an issue. Not an issue at all. I mean, dare I say, there's a celebration taking place here, which does seem particularly. I feel a bit. I don't know how to say it. I mean, really, a celebration? I mean, I know it's been called early, but that is particularly. Maybe it's how he's feeling right now going forward, that he's feeling very positive and tickety boo and everything's fine. And maybe that's how he's feeling going forward. Maybe he's not feeling particularly worried or concerned in regards to his health going forward. Maybe that's what the thing is. Maybe. I mean, none of these cards seem particularly awful right now, so that's a good thing. That's very good. And it's crossed, the celebration is crossed by the Empress, and that is a feeling of fertility. That is a feeling of fecundity. That is a feeling of fertile ground, and you know, we can do this, and it's all really nice, and it's abundance, and it's healing, and it's just wonderful. So this is just lovely. This is lovely. This is lovely. We have the celebration crossed by healing, abundance, and feeling fantastic. That's great. Great. Right then, at the base of the reading, we have the Page of Coins. Pages are often messengers. Now, I believe in this case, because the coins are the same as pentacles, and pentacles are not necessarily just financial wealth, they also pertain to physical health. And if we're going to talk about physical health, this is a great card to get. At the base of the reading, this is not a bad card to get. The other cards have been very positive. And this card following them at the base of the reading is very positive. And it tells me that there is very good news, that there is good news, good information, everything is great, and it's all very positive for his health. So this cancer scare, although he has it, it's in the early stages, he will be tickety boo, he will be just fine. Now, in the past, we have the Six of Coins. And the Six of Coins is often about giving and receiving. So, what is that saying in regards to his health-wise? Health-wise, giving and receiving. I think it points to him being a person who has always been very active. So because he's been very active in the past and he likes to go on walks and rambling and all that kind of, you know, them fancy people, they like all them kind of things. Well, I think because his constitution is one where he's always been a person who gets exercises, he goes out, he's in nature. He really loves being in nature. He loves being in nature. So he has developed strategies to deal with stress of being in nature. So the give and take here that I'm seeing is that he has given his body the abilities through his lifestyle and his lifestyle choices to come out of this very well. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say he's going to come out. He's given himself a good chance of coming out of this very well. As old as he is in good shape to some extent physically for his years. He hasn't overly abused his body. So that's the give and take I see here. Crowning the reading. I know exactly who I believe that to be. I believe, and I could be wrong. But it came to me pretty clearly. That I think this is Camilla. The Queen of Spears or the Queen of Wands. I don't know what star sign Camilla is. I don't know what star sign Camilla is. Does anyone know what star sign Camilla is? Let me have a quick look and see. Oh, hello, Musings by Manifa. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Let me have a look and see what star sign Camilla is. I have a funny feeling that she might be Cancerian. I'm not sure. Um, Camilla, Queen Camilla. Let's have a look. Oh, yes, she is a Cancer. Sorry, excuse me. Yes, she's a Cancerian. She is a Cancerian. Mm, she is a Cancerian, yes. She's born on the 17th of July. Now, let's see. Crowning the reading. Yep. Okay. Leadership. You know, Camilla is going to be very much involved with everything going forward. She is the queen. So, she would be. And she's his wife. So she would be. She's very much going to take charge to try to alleviate any pressure she can from Charles. But Camilla herself is going through some of her own health issues. But that would be a totally separate reading. I see her moving forward. Yeah, she's going to take care of her husband. She's going to take care of her husband. Funny enough, though, I haven't seen him necessarily represented in this deck so far. So let's move forward and see. In his mind's eye, he has health on his mind. I think that would be in his mind's eye. Queen of Coins. The Queen can be a person, but it can also be a situation. So let me think about that one. Queen of Coins. Queen of Coins. I don't think that's a person. I think that in this situation, this queen represents something else. This queen represents something else. Yes. In his eyes, he's basically, yeah, he's basically just going about things in a very sensible and measured way. He's not particularly perturbed. He's not overly perturbed about the diagnosis. He's not worried about it at all. The way I am right now, because I plug into people's energy, I'm just like, well, hey, it's all good, it's all nice, it's all right. Everything cool, everything crisp, everything nice. Me good, man, me good, me good, me good, me good. It's all good. You don't worry about nothing. Life good. Okay. I have this little character thing, but it gone. It's nothing. It's nothing major, man. They'll sort this thing out for me. There's gonna be no problem, man. I'm just gonna move forward. And everything good, everything nice. That is the energy of how Prince Charles is feeling right now. That is the energy that they're going to be moving forward in regards to the king's health. There is no worries, no stress, no strain from his point of view in regard to his health. He's not worried. Looking into the environment is the Lovers. So this is about decisions. Now, I didn't go into this 10 of coins, and I really should have, to be honest. Basically, but this is the immediate future. In the immediate future, he can count on a lot of family support, lots of family support. family support, everybody's there for him, everybody's supporting him. Look how Harry traveled all the way from California, jump on a plane to come see his dad because he's worried about his dad. As much as Harry and Charles, they have their problems, Harry loves his father. He wants to see his father well. And he jumped on a plane all the way from California to come to cold, miserable, overcast London to see his daddy. He's got loads of family support. But decisions have to be made. I think moving forward, he will be making some decisions in regards to his family. And I think that his decisions will not be overly clouded by I don't think it'll be overly clouded by anger and bitterness. I think there is love there. I don't think that I don't see Charles stripping Harry of any more titles. I don't see that. I don't see that. I could be wrong, and this is all for entertainment purposes only, but I don't see him stripping him of any more titles. No, I don't think so. I think there's an agreement. Yeah. I think there's a decision and an agreement. I think for Harry, this was a major wake up call that his father is not a young man. And I think that going forward, he's got more of an appreciation for the fact that he's lost his mum, he lost his granddad, he lost his grandma. He don't want to lose his dad. Him and his brother, them not talk, but his dad, his dad. All right, moving forward. All right, what's this now? As a concern, however, I ain't sure about this, man. As a concern, we have the high priestess. The high priestess. The high priestess can very much be a cover-up card. It can hint towards things being hidden, a story only being told. I think of the book in the original traditional Rider-Waite deck, and you have the high priestess and she's sitting there, and the book that she's looking at is only 2/3 of the way through, but 1/3 is yet to pass. There's also here in the high priestess card a hint towards intuition and occult knowledge. I said I was going to get back to that, and I'm going to expand on it. This ties in very closely with the card I got, Yesod. I think it's Yesod. Yesod. The middle foundational pillar, the middle part at the bottom, foundation of the tree of life. Yesod. These two cards go together. In my mind, they are linked, strongly linked. There is something here oh, I don't know if I should even say that, man. Sugar. All right, I'm just gonna say it, man. This is a tarot channel, and I am, this is spiritual, and it's woo woo, woo 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 woo, and it's for entertainment purposes only, and it's all a load of cobblers, whatever. It is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know any of these people personally. Okay. There has been talk online on various social media platforms saying that Meghan and Harry did some voodoo. Simple explanations for the simple-minded. What these simple-minded people who are, let's be frank, using the voodoo as a type of dog whistle, what these people don't understand is that the royal family uses magic. Having a monarchy is magical in and of itself. It is magical. It is magical. Straight up. When the Queen was buried and they had the funeral, did they or did they not take her wand and break it? You're going to tell me one of the oldest royal families in the world does not use magic? Excuse me. Have you been paying attention? Excuse me. Do you not know who King Charles is? Who has he told us he is his entire life? He is a man who loves nature. He is a man who's into everything organic. He is a man who talks to plants. He is a man who believes in homeopathy. He is a man who has championed alternative medicine. This is a man who's highly spiritual. Are you honestly going to tell me that he doesn't know or he doesn't have access to magic? Did you not see the Queen's funeral and or the magic? Did you not see the guy in the background who looks like the Grim Reaper? Excuse me. I'm sorry. So all these people are talking about Meghan and Harry voodoo. This is just racism, as well as deep levels of ignorance. The royal family, when it comes to magic, they have practitioners. They know who to call. They themselves have the magic. The Tower of London with the ravens. You're going to tell me that's not magical? Why do they keep the ravens in the Tower of London if not for the magic? I don't care how fantastic whatever. Maybe Meghan's burnt a candle, although I doubt it, because Harry would have told her, don't even bother with all of that. Even if she wanted to, and I don't believe she did, Harry would have told her, leave that alone. Because Harry knows you cannot try to use magic against the royal family. You will hurt yourself. The magic practitioners that they have, they have powerful magic practitioners, both within the family and around them. The jewels, all of that stuff, the things that they have. The Queen had her own wand. There's all these archaic rituals that no one really understands what they're really there for. They'll tell you one reason, but if you're a person who practices magic or knows anything about the occult, you will look at them and you will see something else. So, why am I saying all of this? Why am I saying all of this, and why am I saying it so loudly and emphatically? Because I want you to understand there is something about the foundation of the royal family that is not working. There is something where a foundation, something's a bit askew. The high priestess, occult knowledge, intuitive understanding. It's a concern. I'm going to put myself out there, and you can't prove it, nor can you disprove it, which, you know, and I'm not really bothered anyway, because this is for entertainment purposes only, and it's all cobblers. But number one, Meghan didn't do nothing to none of them. Let me say that. Meghan didn't do nothing to none of them. Even if it had crossed her mind, and I doubt very much it did, Harry would have turned around and said, stop that nonsense. You're going to mash yourself up. You cannot go against the royal family. But more especially, you can't do it using magic. You will mash yourself up. He would have already told her, because their magic practitioners are strong. The bloodline is strong. Now, moving forward, I do think that Harry came, he stayed maybe 45 minutes. He didn't stay too long with his dad. He wanted to see his dad to make sure his dad was all right. I have a feeling that that wasn't the only reason he came. He also came to do something very quickly to make sure he could shore up the family and assist in a magical way. Now, you can turn around and you can say to me, oh, that's a complete load of rubbish and you can't prove that. And how would anybody know? How would anybody know? I don't know the royal family personally. I don't have that relationship with them. But this card, yeah, with this card is telling me that there's something off with the magic. Harry came back to make sure everything nice and everything goes the way it's supposed to go, and the family foundation is firm. That's why Charles is so happy. That's why Charles is so happy. Charles is not just ebullient just because he got, it's nothing, we can get it sorted. He's not so ebullient and in such a celebratory mood because of that. He's also very happy and very joie de vivre and just wonderful and celebrating and like, this is no big deal, because Harry came back to help renew the magic. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. That's what he came back for. He came back and he renewed the magic. Boom. Right. Seven of Spears. Seven of Spears can be standing your ground, holding firm. Charles is happy. Ain't nothing going to go on with him. He good. Charles is good. He ain't got nothing to worry about. Charles is good. Harry came back home. He renewed the magic. Everything nice. Everything sweet. Everything good. The only one who's got the problem now is Kate and Wandering William. They're the ones with the problems. But Daddy's good. Daddy will be dealing with Wandering William, and Kate needs to take up for herself. But that's not what this reading is about. But yes, as far as Prince Charles is concerned, he is good. Harry came back. Magic renewed. Nice. Very, very nice. I don't even think I need to do an outcome card. I don't need an outcome card. Everything's nice. Everything nice. Done. I don't need to do no more cards. Boom. I don't need to do no more cards. It's over. That's it. So I don't know if anybody has anything to say. I mean, okay, let me have a look in the chat and see what anyone's got to say. Because I know I went on a bit. I did go on a bit, didn't I? I went on a bit. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yes. Fertility cards. You see there? So many fertility cards, as you said. So many fertility cards. Tells me there's abundance here. There's fecundity. There's healing. There's everything. 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 Yeah, everything Irie. Exactly. Everything good. Everything nice. Everything Irie is good. You see it there? Okay. Yep. Yep. So, people, everything nice. Charles is good. And going forward, the royal family is okay. It's okay. It's just a matter of William having to sort out his situation with his brother, because he gonna need his brother. He's gonna need his brother. And you know who else as well? Although I doubt very much she would help. I'm going to tell you something that many of you won't know. You can Google it if you don't believe me. The reason why the royal family let Harry marry Meghan is because Meghan is descended from royalty. I'm going to Google it and I'm going to read it out to you. Does Meghan Markle have royal ancestry? Okay. According to Harper's Bazaar, Meghan is apparently a descendant of King Edward III through her father, Thomas Markle. Right. Okay. Right, there's something else here as well. Okay. Let me see about her. Yes. So her right, one of her ancestors was the first Earl of Windsor. She's a direct descendant, I think. Shows something here about that. As a direct Earl of Windsor. Of the first Earl of Windsor. Now, that's why she was able to marry Harry, because of her bloodline. Kate sadly does not have that bloodline, but Meghan does. So when Harry and Meghan decided they weren't going to do the whole royal thing again, it was particularly painful and hard for them because they needed her bloodline. Her bloodline was important. So I just put that out there. Google it. Google it. If you don't believe me, you don't have to believe me. Google it. So with that, I will tell everybody good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Wherever you are watching, thank you so much for joining me. And I hope to see you again soon. And Brett will be doing a video. Brett Valdez will be doing a video on thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's so kind. Thank you so much. Yes. Brett will be doing a reading on psychic attack, where we will have a look at certain things, um, which we will discuss. I haven't really discussed in this reading, but we will discuss some things. And hopefully I will be with him and we'll do it together. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Ah, bless. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the warm, heartfelt thoughts and thanks. Thank you. So, thank you for joining me, and I'm out. But I will see you again, hopefully sooner rather than later. Right. Good night. Ta ta.